had another question come in. It's about land classification. So, really interesting. If you are thinking of buying a property here in Spain, whether it's a new property, a key ready, an off plan, or even a resale property, it's important to know about the different kinds of land classification. Now, we have urbanizable land, we have rustic land, and we have protected rustic land. These are the four main sort of classifications. So let's start with protected rustic. This is exactly what it says on the... Basically, it is protected land. It's rustic land, so it's country land. It's protected, so there will either be zero building allowed, or there will be incredibly strict requirements. So that would be a minimum land size, or a minimum or a maximum height, or a maximum size of property, or there may be environmental things that you can only have a wooden property or a temporary residence on there. So that's protected rustic. Then we have rustic land. Now, rustic land in this area, so in the Hondon Valley, we're close to the border with Murcia, and in the Hondon Valley, we need 10,000 square meters of land. We're allowed to build on 2% of that land. So if you have 10,000 square meters of land, you can have a 200 square meter total build on the property, or footprint on the property. If you're in Murcia, you only need to have 5,000 square meters. So the land requirement is quite a lot less in Murcia than it is in Valencia. But there will also be individual requirements. So in certain areas, you must have a 30-meter facade onto a road and things like this. So it's worth checking with your agent. Then we go on to, so that's countryside. Then we go on to urban land. So by urban land, I mean in cities, Madrid, Valencia, Barcelona. I mean in towns like Aspe, or villages like Hondon de las Nieves. Or you can have urbanizations like La Montañosa in the middle of the Hondon Valley. So these are all urban land. These are roads where you have streetlights, where you have main sewers, where you have fast internet, and it is developed land, it's urban land. And generally on urban land, you can build on 25%. 2% on rustic, but a huge plot, minimum 10,000. On urban land, you can have a 600 square meter plot, but you can only build on 25% of that, so you can have 150 square meter footprint. Obviously, if you go above, then that doesn't count on your footprint on urban land. And then you have urbanizable land. What you tend to find urbanizable land, it's the land immediately surrounding a village or a town that, in the event of the expansion of that village or town, it means that they can urbanize into that land. So what would it be in England? That'd be brown belt, I think you would call it. So green belt would be countryside, brown belt would be land that could at some point be made into urban land. So they are your sort of four main classifications of land here in Spain. So if you're thinking of buying a property here, then that's what you need to consider, or at least be aware of, so that you can ask the questions of the vendor or the agent regarding the land and what the requirements are with that land. So there you go, that's everything you need to know. If you want to be kept up to date with all of these videos that we do, buying and selling advice for clients, then please feel free to follow us on here, and then you'll be kept up to date when there are new videos added. Till the next one, have a great day, and adios.